Hi, welcome to SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing this particular video. Please subscribe and hit the bell on top. Get me near the 150 subscribers. Would love to hit that milestone as quick as possible. And I'm here to talk wrestling with you, so please leave your comments in the comment section. Of course, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to talk professional wrestling and I'm here to talk about it with you. So please get involved and get involved in the comments. It's the Fastlane predictions video for you. And of course, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to get straight into the main event. Normally I go with the kickoff and move it all the way up. This time I'm going to go and start with the main event because I've got quite a bit to say on it. It's Goldberg challenging for the Universal Championship against Kevin Owens, the champion. Now, Goldberg, for me, is going to win this particular match. I actually think he's going to win it in quick fashion as well. A lot of people suggesting Chris Jericho may come back and cost Kevin Owens the championship here. I don't think this is going to happen on this particular occasion. I think that will happen on the rematch when that takes place, perhaps on the Raw, because Kevin Owens will bound to be given a rematch. So we're probably going to get Goldberg in a free televised match on Monday Night Raw, which I think will be amazing. Actually, I think it'd be a great thing because it would definitely give people a reason to tune in the Raw. Although I guess kind of perhaps the match is going to seem maybe predictable once Goldberg wins the belt. But I would love to see Kevin Owens win via or get disqualified or something that keeps him the belt. I think him versus Chris Jericho is a better option with the Universal Championship at WrestleMania, personally for me, because this way Chris Jericho would probably do the job over, for Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens would walk out still Universal Champion, and as well he would actually be, you know, the guy that would actually win at WrestleMania, and with all these casual viewers would have the spotlight on him. Instead, we've gone to part-time City. That's right. I mean, I'm throwing it out there because, let's be honest, Goldberg is here for, you know, he's going to be until WrestleMania. He's probably going to be gone afterwards. I don't see him doing more than a bit part. He comes in every now and then. He's not there all the time. The guy's 50 years old as well, so it's not credibility from my point of view. And as well, Goldberg is going to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, which means we've got part-timer versus part-timer. This isn't good for the Universal Championship. I mean, a lot of people say, yes, okay, but Kevin Owens done much great with the belt. I would say really the belt is still in developing stages, and I think maybe Kevin Owens hasn't been booked that well until perhaps recently. I love the fact that he's really broke away from Chris Jericho because we're going to see Kevin Owens for exactly what he is, I think, as a heel, and I think that this could be really good going forward. Sadly, I don't think he's going to be doing it with the Universal Championship. So, I mean, once Goldberg goes to WrestleMania, he's probably going to lose the belt to Brock Lesnar, is what I predict at this current moment. And then it means what, that, you know, part-time City once again. Are we going to see the Universal Championship, what, once every 3 months? What's going to happen? For me, this just doesn't make sense, and I'm not really on board with it. I kind of would just love to see Kevin Owens walk away with the belt, but it's not going to happen. Unfortunately, this is why I think Goldberg should not walk away with the Universal title, but unfortunately, it looks like that's the way it's going to happen at Fastlane. So Goldberg will be winning this match, in my personal opinion. Moving on to the rest of the card then. We'll start with Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. Now, personally for me, I think Nia Jax is going to walk away with the victory in this one. It's sort of a throwaway, this one. They've not really built this up much further than what they already had. We've seen the squash match of the Royal Rumble. Sasha Banks has looked kind of weak in that as well. They may try and make her look stronger here, but I don't think that it's going to, you know, work out. I think this is the seedings they're planting for the following matchup later in the evening. I think Nia Jax is going to win, look strong as we build towards a 4 women's fatal 4-way match at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's Championship. Now, how Sasha Banks can get back into the mix, she said that she was going to be involved in this women's match with Bayley defending the belt against Charlotte, and she was going to be in Bayley's corner. Well, I think, of course, Charlotte has the pay-per-view record. That's not going to break anytime soon. I think it's going to probably break at WrestleMania, and probably in the fatal 4-way match as well, so she doesn't lose clean the first time where she's pinned. I think then it'll probably have the following event, which I think is Extreme Rules, you know, maybe check that up there, but I think it is Extreme Rules after that one. If not, it's probably Payback or something like this. But anyway, I digress. We can stick to Fastlane for now. I think that Sasha Banks is going to do it via accident, and I think then when maybe we get later in the program, perhaps on Monday Night Raw, we're probably going to see a Sasha Banks heel turn. Do I care for it much? No, not at the moment. I don't want to see 3 heels against Bayley. I don't think that makes much sense. I think Sasha should go into face. I think they should save the heel turn until after WrestleMania, perhaps the night after, and they could work that in towards SummerSlam. I think that'd be a great option for Bayley and Sasha at SummerSlam. But for the meantime, anyway, I think Charlotte is going to walk away the Raw Women's Champion at Fastlane, beating Bayley with the accidental aid of Sasha Banks. Moving on next into the Raw Tag Team Championships. Gallows and Anderson against Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. Short and sweet. Two teams that, in a way, this kind of makes for pay-per-view. Both are in the championship picture, but both really haven't been booked that well on the Raw side of things, if you're asking me. I think both perhaps should have been on SmackDown Live with the American Alpha, because New Day really has just destroyed every tag team going, and it's destroyed all credibility going forward. So for me at the moment, it's kind of a rebuilding process with these two teams, and I think Gallows and Anderson will actually get the nod this pay-per-view. I'm actually kind of wondering where they're going to go with Enzo and Kaz at the moment, because Enzo seems to be more and more annoying on Raw recently. It kind of makes you think that maybe a split might happen down the line, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't think it's happening in the immediate future, but I think Gallows and Anderson will walk away with the belts on this occasion. Moving on then, Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn. Finally, something that I'm actually quite interested with Raw. I like Samoa Joe, the way he's been booked. I think this has been booked to perfection because he's the destroyer. Quite simply, Samoa Joe is not there at the moment to give too much away. The feud with Sami Zayn has almost been just don't talk about me, and Sami Zayn, of course, is not one to back down. He's taken a couple of beatings, so he's come back for more. It builds perfectly. This is going to build Samoa Joe up very well as we're heading towards WrestleMania and forward. I think Samoa Joe is going to be in the main event picture. Give him 6 months, and I think he's going to walk away with the victory here against Sami Zayn on pay-per-view. Looking next then, we shall go with match 6, which will be the Cruiserweight Championship match, and Neville versus Jack Gallagher, the gentleman. Well, it's just quite simple here, and Neville's going to walk away with a victory. I do quite like the fact that Gentleman Jack has done his part and he's been given a spot here in the main event area, but for the cruiserweights anyway. But I do feel that Neville will walk away with the belt, and it looks like it's going to go him and Aries at WrestleMania for the last of the rumour mill that I may have seen. But I would like to see him involved with the ladder match. I think that maybe 8 of them maybe would be kind of cool. All of them would get a spot on the card, and I think as well it's a spot fest and it's built for cruiserweights, so I quite would like to see that. I think it could be done quite well if that is put together. Next, we'll look at Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. Another feud that I think has been built quite well. Something that I like about Monday Night Raw and Braun Strowman is that his feuds are built well. I mean, when you look at sort of Bayley and Charlotte, and every feud Charlotte's been in recently, she must have faced her opponent at least about 4 or 5 times by the time we've seen it on pay-per-view. Braun Strowman's matches you don't see until they get to pay-per-view, and a lot of the time, a lot of stuff you see with Braun Strowman feels fresh. This is something WWE needs to look at when they do build with all of their roster and not just Braun Strowman. It works really well, and I think this is why Strowman is over, because of the fact that Strowman has fresh matches each and every week. Everything you see feels kind of new, even though we know he's the dominant heel that's always going to pick up the victory. Well, this is his biggest test. I mean, is Strowman going to walk away with victory, or is he going to lose to Reigns? I think that Roman Reigns is going to pick up the victory, because it seems that Roman Reigns will go on to WrestleMania to face The Undertaker. You don't walk into WrestleMania against The Undertaker with a loss on you. So I'm going to go with Roman Reigns for the victory, although I'm not convinced it will be pinfall. I feel that maybe this could be potentially some sort of false finish, which could maybe lead to maybe a steel cage match on Raw. Something where Strowman doesn't have to be fully pinned here. I think this could be maybe a DQ finish, something along this line. We'll have to wait and see as it plays out. But I think Roman Reigns is still going to walk away the victor, and still probably going to look strong in WWE's eyes, because, of course, he managed to survive Braun Strowman. Last but not least, we'll go with the kickoff match then, which is going to be Rich Swann and Akira Tozawa against the Brian Kendrick and Noam Dar. Of course, he's going to be joined with Alicia Fox. Never gets boring saying that, but still, looking at the kickoff match, well, there is a potential this could go either way, really, because Tozawa seems to be learning these lessons by Kendrick. Could there be another lesson thrown in somewhere where there's a cheat to victory for the heels? I'm going to go against that. I think that actually their feud is going to be kept alive going forward anyway. I think Rich Swann's probably going to pick up the victory over Noam Dar here, but I do think that the faces are going to pick up the victory. I'm going to go for Rich Swann and Akira Tozawa. So that's my predictions then for WWE Fastlane. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know your feelings about this pay-per-view coming up. Are you looking forward to it? I'm not majorly looking forward to it, but I'm aiming to try and watch it as and when it is happening. Try and give you videos as well and updates personally as it's all going on. Would love to do that on this channel if possible. And definitely, if you guys are willing to watch it as well, let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested in that. And yeah, please keep me informed with your feelings in the comments below. Subscribe, hit the bell on top, and hopefully, just my personal opinion, this is the last year. Hopefully we can maybe see Fastlane, because I don't like the name of the pay-per-view. I'd love to see anything but Fastlane, but I've said that previously on this channel. I'll probably say it again, so I'm not going to bore you with that now. I'll leave this with you, and keep an eye out, because SCW, the whole team of us of SCW, of course, are going to be giving our predictions together, so we're going to keep that little league continuing all as we go further along. But anyway, enough of me. I'm just chatting on now. Subscribe, take care, and I'll see you next time here on SCW, the wrestling channel. Thank you for watching.